There once was a boy called Peter who lived with his parents in a village on the hillside. When Peter turned 10 years old, he took on the important job of sheep herder, just like the other boys of his village. But Peter was easily bored. On his first day of herding sheep, Peter ran up rocks, he climbed trees, he even chased a sheep or two. But still he was bored. Then Peter had a brilliant idea. He climbed to the top of the tallest tree, and with all his might he shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers heard his cry and came running with axes, hoes, shovels, and forks, anything the villagers could find to defend their flock from the fierce teeth of the wolf. But when they got to the hillside, what did they find? Peter laughing in a tree and the sheep grazing peacefully below. Peter got into terrible trouble for this nasty trick. He tried to behave himself. He really did. But one day, Peter got bored again. He climbed the tallest tree, and with all his might he shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! Wolf!" Again, the whole village came running, carrying axes, hoes, shovels, and forks, anything they could find to save their sheep and that poor shepherd boy. But when they got to the hillside, what did they find? Peter sitting in the tree, laughing uncontrollably, and the sheep gazing peacefully below. That night, Peter got into terrible trouble again for his nasty trick. All the villagers were mad at him. Peter decided then and there that he would be good from now on and quietly watch the flock as he was supposed to do. Then, one afternoon, as Peter watched the sheep, he noticed the flock behaving strangely. The sheep began to run in circles, making a loud racket. Peter was worried. He climbed the tallest tree, and that's when he saw it. A great, big, hairy wolf chasing the sheep, biting at their legs, snapping at their tails. "Wolf! Wolf! Wolf!" Peter shouted with all his might. The villagers heard his cries, of course, but they just shook their heads. Nobody came running. Nobody brought axes or hoes or shovels or forks to scare the wolf and save the sheep and that poor shepherd boy. Peter was alone. It wasn't until very much later that afternoon that the villagers discovered Peter still sitting up in the tree alone, crying, "Whoa!" and not a single sheep left on that entire hilltop.